Metro Edition. U.S. soldiers fighting overseas appreciate any mail they receive while away from home. Many are looking for those subtle luxury items that we often take for granted.
Councilwoman Madonna Flood announced the kickoff of this year's Doing Our Part from the Heart campaign. The goal of this campaign is to help provide U.S. soldiers serving overseas with supplies they need.
Many of our men and women who are serving over in Iraq and Afghanistan do not have the ability to get the supplies and things that we take for granted every day. When we get up in the morning, we run to take our shower, brush our teeth, comb our hair. These are the things that make our life a little bit better. They don't have the advantage of getting Band-Aids, everything you see to my right, cough drops when they have a cold, nasal spray, Tylenol for pain. Believe it or not, they do get blisters in those combat boots, and they don't have Band-Aids to prepare their feet for the next day. And we would just ask the public if you would please bring to the Oklahoma Firehouse or Jefferson Mall. There's a whole list of drop-off points: soaps, deodorants, toothpaste, chewing gum, eye drops, eye wash, Band-Aids. We have a whole list of things. If you'll just look in your cabinets and think of the things that you use on a daily basis that helps make your life a little more comfortable. If you'll bring it to the drop-off, we'll be sure to see that someone, a soldier, man or woman in Iraq, gets these things. Even feminine hygiene products for the women is a big need over there.
For more information about the drop-off points or donations that you wish to make, please call Councilwoman Madonna Flood's office at 574-1124 or send an email to fromtheheart@hotmail.com.
Plans for the Louisville Zoo's newest attraction, Glacier Run, are underway, and the zoo is one step closer to achieving their financial fundraising goals with the most recent donation. Tiffany Harris reports.
The Louisville Zoo has just come one step closer to fully funding its newest project, Glacier Run. The Glacier Run project was pleasantly surprised when community leaders Annette and John Schneider announced a $1 million personal commitment towards the exhibit. Among those excited about the exhibit include our very own Mayor Jerry Abramson.
This is an enormous project, this Glacier Run, and we have our two chairmen over here who have led this effort. It's a $25 million effort, trailblazing exhibit that will literally set a new standard for zoos across the country.
The Glacier Run project is an exhibit that will serve many purposes, including educating visitors about global issues and housing several animals such as the polar bear and the seal.
Glacier Run is going to educate our citizens, the Commonwealth, and everyone in the region about some of the most critical issues facing our planet.
The Schneider's gift brings the Glacier Run campaign to more than $12.6 million towards its $25 million estimated cost. Glacier Run, which will mimic a village on the edge of the Arctic Circle, is expected to bring great value to the state and region. Louisville Zoo Director John Wazak and Louisville Zoo Board Director Matt Wheeler are grateful for the Schneider's gift. They have shown their gratitude by renaming the zoo's splash park Calistoga Splash Park after John Snyder's restaurant concept, Calistoga Bakery Cafe.
The largest White Castle in the country opened right here in downtown Louisville. The company decided to open the restaurant in this location due to its proximity to the upcoming arena and other nearby attractions. Here's more.
The original White Castle closed in October 2007 for construction. Friday, February 15th, marked the grand reopening of the completely renovated restaurant.
It is exciting. It just shows the kind of energy that continues to go forward in downtown. White Castle's been in this community for over 80 years. They're part and parcel of the fabric of this community.
The new building is now 20% larger and will seat close to 80 people. Mayor Jerry Abramson was on hand for the press conference and ribbon-cutting ceremony. Afterwards, customers lined up to be amongst the first to order a hamburger.
We're certainly glad to have the world's largest White Castles open in downtown Louisville to again bring the emphasis to downtown and to start being an example in terms of providing the momentum and the energy that we need as we continue to grow and expand our downtown area.
Louisville is a diverse and vibrant city where it's possible to experience a variety of events. Whether you like live music on the river, World Fest on the Belvedere, or the ever-expanding Kentucky Derby Festival, there's plenty for you to find to do to keep you entertained all year round.
Mayor Jerry Abramson unveiled the 2008 MetroFest event calendar, containing more than 200 festivals and events in Louisville this year. The 2008 MetroFest calendar is sponsored by Thornton's and will be available at all 35 Thornton stores in Louisville. You can also download a copy of the calendar by going to louisvilleky.gov. The Louisville Event Resource Guide is also available to assist event planners. Just one of the events this year is the 2008 Ryder Cup.
To get you in the mood for the Irish Festival kickoff, which takes us into the Ryder Cup, we have with us the Derby Boys.
Look what we can do, Louisville, Louisville. Together, me and you, Louisville, Louisville. The yards, the parks, the Surveyor Zoo, heritage weekends and festivals too. Suburban, old and new, it's home to me, it's home to you. Look what we can do, Louisville, Louisville.
Professional beach volleyball players will be competing at Waterfront Park this Memorial Day weekend. Beach volleyball's AVP Tour joins the 2008 Ryder Cup as another great sporting event to be hosted right here in Louisville.
Professional volleyball is making a triumphant return to Louisville after last year's successful AVP Crocs Tour Louisville Open, held at Waterfront Park.
Last year's event boasted record-breaking crowds for a first-time event. It was really exciting to be down on the waterfront and see AVP volleyball here, and sand and sun and all these great volleyball players.
Some of the athletes competing will also be vying for a gold in the upcoming Beijing Olympics. Last year's event was greeted with high levels of enthusiasm by the entire community.
We're talking about taking the waterfront and making it seem like it's Malibu or Redondo Beach. We're going to dump a lot of sand on the waterfront and create a beach experience. All of that creates the kind of energy we think that helps create a Memorial Weekend that folks want to be in Louisville and want to participate.
The announcement was made at Assumption High School, which has a tradition of state and national championship volleyball teams. The Memorial Day weekend event will be hosted by the Greater Louisville Sports Commission and the Louisville Convention and Visitors Bureau.
It may be surprising to know that an almost 200-year-old building is tucked off of Bardstown Road near the Watterson Expressway. This federal-style building, designed from a plan by Thomas Jefferson, is newly restored and getting a lot of attention.
Farmington's the historic home of the Speed family, a family with strong ties to Abraham Lincoln. The president even spent 3 weeks with his Louisville friends in 1841.
Lincoln visited a place where slaves were the labor force, and it developed his sense of liberty. He had a friend who was opposed to him politically, and it reminded, as we've heard, it reminded him to be forgiving and understanding of people who opposed him. All of that history of Abraham Lincoln is wrapped up in this great house.
And in honor of Lincoln's bicentennial, that visit and Lincoln's relationship with the Speeds are the focus of a new exhibit at Farmington.
It's accurate, it's beautiful, it's engaging. It tells the complete story, not only through Lincoln's eyes, but through the eyes of the owners and the laborers on this property. I think it brings all of the perspectives to bear, and I think that it will leave people just yearning to run up the hill and see the original material.
In addition to the exhibit, there'll be 3 weeks of special programming commemorating Lincoln's visit.
It joins along with George Rogers Clark's Locust Grove and the Farnsley Mormon home and the Thomas Edison home that provides our folks here in the community and in the region an understanding of the history that's the base upon which we exist.
For more information on the exhibit and related events, call 452-9920 or go to the website at historicfarmington.org.
That's all for this Metro Edition. Thanks for joining us. For more programming on your city, your life, and your Louisville, continue to watch the national award-winning Metro TV. I'm Matt Schuster, and until next time, make it a great day.
Metro TV, a public service of Louisville Metro government.